What's going on, y'all? My name is Quoy, the light bright here from Ray of Gratitude, giving you a peace of mind to at least that one person at a time. So here in the Ray of Gratitude, we talk about creative wellness and really embracing your authentic self and understanding your own energy. And the main thing that I really, really love to talk about is how your emotions enhance or depress your creative energy. So these are 5 different ways that you can really check your emotions, understand your emotions on a simpler way. Just emotions can be very complex. Let's start at the basics. Start simple first, before diving deep into. So this is something that you can incorporate, in your own practice. Now, if you're familiar with this channel, I love to talk about chakras because chakras are, for me, the best way that I can understand my own energy as well as other people. Not because I do certain sessions with chakra healing. Hint, hint, if you'd like to look below at the links and are interested in that type of service. Because I want to talk to you about understanding your emotions better. I feel like in the beginning of my journey, I knew for a fact that I was suppressing a lot of emotions. I saw it as a connection with my creativity, but I didn't go as deep as I really needed to. Like I was really seeing a lot of things at surface-based level. And when I say surface-based, I mean what a lot of people want to tell me what these things are supposed to mean to me. When in all actuality, you can't tell me what things are supposed to mean for me. I make that decision. I choose what is best for me, and I choose what I want to believe. The most simplest thing that you can do is by checking in with you, having that self-time reflection, and figuring some things out. So let's start with number 1. Asking yourself questions. Now, actually, this goes with everything, really. This might not really be number 1, but when you're asking yourself questions, you're speaking to something in your mind, right? And it usually can answer you back. And guess what? You don't have to be all spiritual and holy moly to understand that that's your conscious mind. Some people might want to call it, even go a step further and call it their higher self. I'm not going to dive deep into that, but what I will say is that we have, and we know this is scientific fact, that we have a conscious mind, our subconscious, and our unconscious. And that stuff gets deep. But I'm here to talk about simple ways that we can connect with ourselves, connect with our emotion, our energy in motion, our emotions, to really help us dive deeper and self-reflect on a deeper level instead of a surface level. Number one is actually taking deep breaths. So within that self-reflective time, you want to take slow, deep breaths. And when I say slow, deep breaths, right, we are closing our eyes. We might want to put our hand over our heart or in the center of our chest. And that helps us feel our heartbeat. It helps us feel our energy, and it helps us to connect with ourselves. I'll just show you and give you an example. You breathe in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. I usually do this about 3 or 5 times, but I'm just going to show you once. So I like to close my eyes, get comfortable. So basically, we're inhaling and exhaling. Inhale. So I put my hands up to show you. Of course, to be quirky, because that's just me. But to show you how when you breathe in, usually you're breathing in about, let's say 3 or 5 seconds, right? And your exhale usually is longer than your inhale. And that's when you know that you're doing it right. But in all honesty, there's really no right way. The right way, I would say, is knowing that it's effective to you. And it's effective to you by you knowing that you can feel your energy slowing down. Because guess what? You got that magic. Everybody does that. Everybody can do it, and you have the ability to calm yourself down. Okay? I used to not do this at all, and I'd be like walking around like this, literally at work or something like that, and it's like, what are you doing? And when someone told me, all I gotta do is just breathe, right? And I got introduced to meditation and things like that, I was like, whoa, like this is the power of breath. You know, like this gives you life, literally, right? And since I'm just anxious overthinker by nature, it took me a long time to really figure out something this simple can be included into my daily practices. And just knowing, again, like when we're aware of ourselves, right? We're aware of our emotions, we're aware of our feelings, and we're aware of our thoughts. You can do all of that by knowing when to take a deep breath. You know, be happy that you were aware, like, okay, I need to take some deep breaths, right? Instead of still going through the whole day tense and wondering why, or feeling overstimulated, you know, and knowing that and trusting yourself that you can calm yourself down. That is a huge step, because honestly, I'm here to let you know from my authentic self to yours that there was a day and time that I didn't do that. And I thought that that was, should I say weird? I don't know. I don't even think I want to even use that word. But you know what I'm saying, y'all. So let's go to step number 2. You're breathing, right? And you're closing your eyes and you're taking deep breaths and sometimes feeling your heart, feeling your body. You can go deeper and take a step further by doing something what I call a body scan, right? So you don't literally have to do like this, what I just did. You're actually closing your eyes, right? And you're taking a few deep breaths. You might have taken 3 deep breaths, 5, 10, 20 deep breaths, however many, right? To really get yourself calm and feel just within your body. And that's why I say close your eyes too, because when you close your eyes, you're not thinking about anything outside around you. You're inside of yourself now, right? So this also allows you to tap into your senses, using that inner eye to really start and scan. I like to scan from the top of my head because that's where a lot of the energy usually is. And that's the reason why I'm doing it. It's usually because I have all these thoughts and like these just, right, overstimulation. Now the crown chakra, right, it helps us to connect with our divine self, our spirit team, and all those things, right, whether you believe it or not. And it also deals with the brain and your thoughts, right, your ideas. I always, in the beginning of Ray of Gratitude, I was like, well, where does creativity come from? Yeah, it may come from generations, but ancestors, spirit, God, the divine, crown chakra, you know? And it was like, okay. So, anywho, checking in, you do the body scan, you're closing your eyes. Usually I do that after taking a few deep breaths and feeling really just more zen and into my body, right? And then I'll go take a step further and I'll start at the top of my head and just tell myself to relax. You know, when you're not relaxed, you're kind of like this. You know, you have these tense forehead lines here, you know what I mean? Like you could be like this. You want to relax that. You want to relax your eyebrows. You want to relax those thoughts. Relax your eyeballs and your cheeks and your jaw. right? Just relax, and you just start feeling if you have any tension in your neck, in your upper shoulders, upper back, excuse me, you want to relax it, right? You just want to be aware of your body posture, because whether you know it or not, your body posture, your tension, your body tells you a lot of things. And when you can practice this to really help you understand your emotions better, because you'll start realizing like, well, damn, my shoulders every time I do this exercise are always hunched over. Why is that? 9.9 times out of 10, when you have hunched shoulders, it really goes deeper into your emotions about your self-esteem. And your self-esteem may be low because you've been depressing a lot of your feelings, right? You want to express your feelings, but many times you don't, so you depress them, i.e. the word depression, okay? Like, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm breaking this down because this is real life stuff here. And the simplest things can mean so much, but we tend to override them. And this is why I did this video. So the third one, right? The third one would be gratitude statements and affirmations. Using words. But I love to say gratitude, not because it's a ray of gratitude, but having gratitude within myself, and being able to speak gratitude, grateful terms about me or my situation, lets me know what type of mood I'm in. Like, if I'm really having a hard time finding something I'm grateful for, that knows I'm in a really crappy ass mood. Like, for real, for real. And that lets me know that I need to check in, like, all right, where is this crappy mood going? Am I bitter? Do I feel, exhausted? Do I feel cranky? There's so many adjectives that we can use for our feelings, but all in all, when we start understanding and acknowledging our feelings, then we can realize, maybe if we can go deeper with our questions, where is this stemming from? This could be stemming from a breakup that you had about 10 years ago, and you didn't really address those situations, because a person made you feel a certain way. But by taking responsibility and ownership to your feelings, they didn't make you do anything. You just absorbed that. You just embraced whatever they were projecting onto you, basically. And sometimes it's really just, if you know better, you're going to do better. If you have the tools, then you'll be able to use them for your own betterment. And for, what is that word? To prevent certain things from happening again. You're not in charge of everything. You can't prevent certain things that you have no idea or control over. But if you have that acknowledgement and that intention to prevent that, at least you'll be able to be on your toes. You'll be able to dot your I's and cross your T's, to the point where it's like, all right, have that agility. You know what I mean? Like, you'll be able to be more... You'll be able to flow with some of the changes more, and be more adaptable. That's the word, So, because we're always going through changes, but if we can't adapt to the changes finding that flow, things become really rough, really tiresome, and just more work on yourself that nobody really wants to go through. You know what I mean? That's why we're here looking at things like this video I'm making, right? I really like affirmations and words as well, because one, I know words are powerful. I know they're powerful in general. They're really powerful, and they really help set the mood, set the intentions, and direct that energy to where it needs to go. 4, journaling. So, like, writing really helps me get out of my head. It's a form of expression when I don't feel like talking, or if I don't have anybody to talk to, you know what I mean? Or if I really just want to get real with myself, I like to write that. This was something that I just loved doing when I was younger. I had a diary and everything, you know what I mean? we've been writing since we've known how to write, you know what I mean? Since we've had an actual language to put the writing and the glyphs together. And I'm just a very graphic person. I used to do graphic design for those that may not know me or watch my videos. So like graphics, glyphs, symbolism, all that stuff, they mean things to me. And that's where writing came from. And it just helps me internalize certain things, document certain things that went on, ideas that I still have. I gotta write them down because that's one other thing that I'm really good at. I'll just come up with all these ideas, but as quick as they come, as quick as they go, because I can't do all of them at once. And at one point in my life, I used to really want to do all of them at once, but that was not healthy. And that just, I don't know, that was my insanity. I could not do all of them at once. You know what I mean? And on like a spiritual note about writing too, I feel that when I write things down, I feel that I'm connecting with my higher self as well. I feel like I use higher self in this video, maybe at least 2 times, I'm not sure. But if you know, you know, and if you don't, I invite you and I encourage you to look into what higher self means on a spiritual level. But I'll just tell you, in short, your higher self is that energy, that higher energy that connects with the divine more closely and just has a higher knowing of who you are on a soul level, basically. So, like I said, if I'm using writing as a more of a spiritual tool, I'm journaling with intention to connect more with my higher self. By connecting with your higher self, it can help you answer more deeper questions to reveal what your emotions are actually saying too. So that's something you may want to try to practice maybe, or just open yourself up, your mind, heart, and body to understand more of a connection with your soul. So moving forward to the last tip that I have for really just helping you understand your emotions a little bit better in a simpler manner, because emotions can be so complex, right? But guess what? Another simple tip that you might be like, oh, I already know this, but do you use this, right? Is going out in nature, taking a walk. First of all, walking, if you walk long enough, if you walk more than 15 minutes, I guess, 15 to 20 minutes, I think for sure allows you to get your heartbeat pumping. Your heart is your center. You know, not only it's your center as in your heart chakra, which is the actual middle chakra from the 7 aligned energy wheels. Your heart is also the center that helps you directly connect with your brain, helps you directly connect with your gut, helps you directly feel and understand and pump blood all through your freaking body. And if you're not moving that body and you're not moving your body enough, or just at least even being outside, you're not really being in tune. You're not alive. That breath isn't fresh enough to oxidate your cells. Like, you know what I mean? Not a scientist. I'm not even in the medical field, but I just know a lot of things from learning about me and my situation. And I have a family member that's in medical field. But needless to say, like, all of this stuff literally is bodily functions that help you keep yourself going, being healthy. And if you're speaking about connecting and starting a wellness journey, right? Whether it's a spiritual journey of wellness, a creative journey of wellness, a physical journey of wellness where you're eating new foods and things like that. Your body is your temple, and we only have this suit for X amount of years that we're living. And why not keep it running in the best shape that you can, instead of doing things deliberately to not help this mind, body, and spirit function at the best way that it needs to. Being out in nature really helps you just being the elements, right? It has the minerals and energy that literally is like magic to us. Like, it helps us just calm down. It helps. That's why they call it Mother Nature, really. You know, it's like it nourishes our soul on a deeper level that we just really don't know. And if we don't connect with that energy, then we don't really see, you know, this world as a gift. And when we don't see it as a gift, then we're really seeing a lot of things as a burden. And we're living in that lack mindset that really keeps us unhealthy mentally, emotionally, and physically, as well as spiritually too. So we really got to align with shifting our mindset, you know, shifting and tapping into that abundance energy, that wellness energy, to really be more aligned with that. If our mind is thinking towards goals of abundance and wellness, but our heart is not there yet, you know, there's a misalignment, and we need to align those two, as well as et cetera, right? To really feel that and be that vessel to really embrace life, embrace love, and embrace that divine energy that I'm talking about here, y'all. So you don't have to be perfect, but you do have to find your rhythm, find your flow, and find what works for you. And be aware of things that don't, and be aware of things that do. And I really hope that this message can really just inspire you, really, to like know, like, the simplest things can be so many times disregarded. And it's like, I want you to bring this back into your awareness and really believe that you have the energy, no matter where you're at in your journey right now, to do these simple things, these simple tools, and utilize this in your daily lives, you know. And when you're starting new things too, don't beat yourself up. You might not be able to incorporate this daily because you're just not really aware of it. But trust and believe, the more that you want to, the more that your heart follows, the more that your mind will, you get in line with that, it'll happen. It'll definitely happen. So peace and love. I really hope that you are feeling the vibe, because if you are, please subscribe. All right. And also check out my events that are coming up. I'm looking forward to people to RSVP so you can get more information given to you. I also have card readings where I do intuitive messages. If you're into that thing too, check that out. That's a service that I have, and you can definitely book a service if you'd like. And last but not least, check out my new products. My products here is all about soul care and soul growth that can help you just dive a little bit deeper, you know, into yourself, getting to know yourself, getting to notice the changes about yourself, and really bring back focusing on your creativity in your craft and creating new experiences from a happy place. All right, so I'm outie, y'all. It's been a pleasure as always. If you're feeling the vibe, please subscribe. And yeah, be on the lookout for new episodes like so. Until then, I am outie. Peace.